Python your language of choice?
Yes, of course. There is no other language, only Python. The syntax of Python is expressive like a dynamic language like TypeScript and JavaScript, but it also has types built in at the runtime level and like a lot of boilerplate stuff that you get in Java, like where you have to say public static main, blah, 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 blah. If I went
Yeah.
to this and I said print, that's the hello world of Python.
Wow.
That's it.
You don't have to do any importing of classes and
Nope.
no
But
public static void whatever.
Python was really, it's trivial, simple to get started on things like this, but then it's the community is very backed in such that it has tools to do everything. The data science community a long time ago supported Python, so there's a lot of things in there to do machine learning and all of that stuff. And then as AI is taken off too, Python has been great. People love Python in the AI communities, but it's just a very expressive language is what I was called. It is dynamic. So even when I assign a variable here, like I just say x equals 15, and it knows 15 is a string.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to do with that. But I cannot do something like where if I said y equals, but I cannot say x minus 5, right? So it's going to yell at me. This is going to, if we try to start this at runtime, it's going to freak out. So if we try to do the same thing and we hit run this file, see it says types for string and int are not supported. So it is strongly typed as it's called, but it's dynamic. So if you look at something like JavaScript and we said, let's do this real quick. So if we came over here and I want to make this bigger, I just say node, and then I say x equals the string of 15, and then I say y equals x minus 5, what would you get?
Does it automatically make that? Oh wow. That's JavaScript?
Yeah, the string of 15 minus 5 equals 10.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah,
You can't do
JavaScript
that in
is
Java.
no, absolutely effing not. Java, so that's one of
It
the
won't
things
even let
too,
you
though.
put it in.
Yeah, Java wouldn't let you do this, though. You can't get that far in Java. So Python is, again, it's dynamic enough where I can do almost everything I want, but it is strongly typed so that way if I'm trying to do things at runtime, there's certain flavors of errors that just don't occur. So you can see like right here, this is not what I would expect in any language, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I had, let's say, z equals an array of a, b, c, right? Now, what do you think z plus 5 would equal? It just adds it to it like it's a string.
That's cool.
That is JavaScript still, right? There's all
Yeah.
kinds of like when you have JavaScript is a weakly typed language. There's a lot of implicit things. But I like Python too because if you look at so you have all this kind of looseness and when I first started Python it wasn't that great. They started introducing something called type hints. So now in most Python code people write is like you have just like in Java you have a variable although then the type is on the right instead of in the left. So instead of saying like string credentials, it's like credentials colon string. So this is a HTTP authorization credential. And when I'm looking inside here, all my tools, they know exactly what it is. And Python has classes, it has functional programming, it has basically a lot of nice shorthanded syntactical sugar. But I just love it.
Would you say that it is the most popular language? Do a lot of people share your sentiments?
It was pretty popular for a while. With AI stuff, it is becoming a lot more popular because it's like a first class citizen on like the open AI ecosystem. Gemini and Anthropic all have like native Python APIs, and a lot of data science that actually builds these things is in Python. But as far as like pure popularity, Java and C sharp are probably the most widely used languages because of the sheer amount of enterprise technologies that are around them. For every Python nut out there like me and like script kiddie out there, there's probably 5 or 10 people working to collect a paycheck using Java or C Sharp.